listening to Goof On Radio with Rich Giordano.
My personal belief is that there is very compelling evidence that we may not be alone.
There has been and is an existing presence, an ET presence. It's not going to make a difference. It's not going to change reality.
I believe, as do the other folks that were on the flight, that when we visually saw it, that it was something not from this world.
Goof On Radio.
You were either in or you were either out, brother.
But the cream will rise to the top, oh yeah.
Goof On Radio with Rich Giordano.
I occasionally think how quickly our differences worldwide would vanish if we were facing an alien threat from outside this world.
Goof On Radio.
Remain seated, please. Permanecer sentados, por favor.
You're listening to Goof On Radio with Rich Giordano.
All right. Welcome to Goof On, everybody. I'm your host, Rich Giordano. It is, isn't it? It's Wednesday, December 20th, 2023. What the hell happened? What happened to Tuesday? That's right. We're back in action. Goof On survived. Had the gallbladder removed. I'm in a little bit of pain, moderate, but I feel good. Unbelievable how good I feel. I thought I felt good before. It was the gallbladder. So, what do you say we get this shindig started? Let's start next year now. Huh? Let's start it now, 11 days early. What the hell? Welcome to 2024. That's how I feel, because next year we are going to do things we never did. I am fired up. I could have, well, not going to say what I want to do, what we're going to do. I'm not going to make any promises I can't keep, but things are going to happen. Now that I'm going to knock the gallbladder out. All right, let's start the show tonight. What is David Grusch hiding? This was a show I was supposed to do 2 days ago. And then what's in the DOPSR report we can't see. We're going to talk a little bit about that. But, a couple of days have gone by since I've been thinking about it, posted the show, and I don't know. Well, we got enough stuff to talk about. Believe me, I got a lot of stuff here So thank you all, too, for the well wishes, the emails, the DMs, everything. You guys, man, you know, every day I have my phone in my hand, right? Every day I'm watching something, I'm at home, I'm always on this friggin' thing. When you don't feel good, you don't even want to look at this thing. All I did was keep it plugged in. But then once the gallbladder was out, I felt good, well, better. And I started getting back to a bunch of you. And I just, it's very humbling. Thank you for everything, the support. Nathan sent $10 on PayPal. Thank you. That was nice of you. A couple other people did too. As a matter of fact, before I forget, I can't forget. Let me just pull it up here. Thank you. Every now and then I get a, whoa, somebody just sent $25. David Wilcox. Oh man, thank you very much. Right at the beginning of the show. He says, I didn't think you had the gall to show up tonight. I mean, really. I don't. Thank you for the $25 laugh. That was actually funny. Yeah, that was good. Thank you, man. And a continuing supporter of the show as always. That was good. I wish I thought of it. And we got Cosmic. And welcome to the show, by the way, David. Hey, Cosmic Dave with a £2, 2 quid. Glad you're back, Rich. Well done. Stay well now. Thank you. And the thumbs up. Thanks, man. I appreciate that, CD from the UK. We got a lot of people listen from the UK. So thank you for that. Thanks for the 2 quid. Very, very. Hey, Don Mofo. Damn, glad to see you back, buddy. Me too. You know, it feels like I was gone like a week because I did the 20-minute show on Monday, which was really nothing. But it got a lot of views. It got 1,500 views. For what? For what? People want to see me dying, I guess. Oh, maybe we'll do it again. Not. I want to show you the scars, but I don't really want to show my flab. Don Mofo. The Don of Goof On. Thanks, man. I appreciate the 4 bones. I like 4. 4 is cool. Welcome to the show. And Jeanette. Jeanette with the £5, 5 quid super sticker. Jeanette, you are the angel of Goof On. I don't care what anybody says. Appreciate it. Thank you again. Jeanette. You know, I thought I heard the bell go off. Let me see. Oh, yeah. $10. Oh, no, that was something else. Here's one. From Nathan. He sent $11.11 when he heard I was getting the thing removed. So thank you for that. 1111's a good number. Nathan, throwing it down. Thank you. And I believe Nathan did another $8.88. Oh, I'm going back too far. Okay. Oh, thanks. Let's get this show started. Welcome to the show, Jeanette. And, hey, who's this guy? Oh, wait, where'd he go? There he is. Michael Roser. Not Rozier, it's Roser. Roser? Dark Hour, Paranormal. What do you say there, Chief? I know, me too. Good to see you. Samo, my man, my right-hand man who looks out for me. Thank you for everything you do. Welcome to the show. Donovan. What's hey, Donovan? What's up, Donovan? How you doing, man? Welcome to the show. Marcel. One of the nicest people. Thank you for everything you're doing. Good job. Welcome to the show. David Wilcox, not Wilcox. Officially, welcome to the show again. Hey, Brookes, what do you say there, Chief? Good to see you. Welcome to the show. Nathan from the Quantum Show. Just glad you're better. Richie, ufology needs you. It does. Welcome. I ruined it. Wood Elf. Not elf. Wood Elf. Welcome to the show. Best weed in the universe. Send it my way, please. The All-Seeing Eye. Welcome to the show. I don't know if no more sex talk about Corbell slamming it. Unfortunately, we do have a segment pretty freaking amazing that you would say that, considering the title I put in for the Knapp thing. Oh, I can't believe you just did that. Welcome to the show. Kelly, hi Kelly, how are you? Good to see you. Welcome to the show. Hey, who's this? Bernie? Bernie Muro, everybody, with the super dono for $2. Man, thank you very much. It's pure love. When there's no message, no emoji sticker, we're secure in our manhood to know what it means. But Bernie, thank you for your support. Welcome to the show. Hey, Stu Gerson, where you been? So nice to see Stu Gerson, a familiar face. And thank you for the $1 super dono, by the way. Good, I'm glad. Nice to see you. The best in the universe, Stu Gerson. I don't have the voice to do it. I actually have some I can do. No, I'm not gonna. Thank you. Welcome to the show. Google Translate, welcome to the show. Thor Panku, welcome to the show. Josie, UK, how you doing today, Josie? Good to see you. FGraph72, where have you been? You know, I know you've been in and out, but I'm glad you're here tonight. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Who's this? Pit Chat with Wayne. Oh, yeah, that's that. What's up, man? Hey, Richie, looks like you lost something. Knock, knock. Glad you're doing better. Now I can gain weight. I can gain the 20-something pounds I lost this year. Yeah, I did lose. It's all right. Now I can make the frame a little bit better at 56. I'll be 56 in March. What the hell am I doing? Right? I'm 50 freaking old is what it is. I'm 50 freaking old. Good to see you guys. Hey, Lisa. Good to see you too. Isn't this a weird, what are we calling this? Roll call today. It's a weird one. I don't know. I'm just feeling different. That's all. Lisa, glad you made it. And yeah, I've seen your pictures on, is it Instagram? I don't know. One of those places. No. TikTok, Twitter. I don't friggin' know. But I know I've seen your pictures on your thing there. Good to see you. Claudia Rodriguez, how you doing? Thank you for the hearts. Welcome to the show. Oh, yeah. And Lisa, welcome to the show. But Claudia, good to see you too. Thank you for the appearance in the chat. And Intergalactic Angler. What do you say there, Chief? Welcome to the show. Metalhead. How you doing, man? Thank you. I'm trying, man. It sucked, I have to admit. You think about ending it all when you feel this way. I'm not joking. I mean, I'm like, I can't go through this again, and literally gone through it a dozen more times. It's just, Hey, Ron Crab, how you doing? Good to see you. Howdy to you, my Southwesterner friend. Like the cowboy hat. And that's a big dude. Are you a bodybuilder? I want to take a look at. Oh, we can blow it up. Watch. Boop. Oh, yeah. I like Ron for some reason. Ron's a cool dude. I don't know why. You can just get a sense of some people. Let's get this show started. Oh, Anjali's here. Hey, you know, I always wondered if I said your name wrong. Is it Angeli, Anjali, Angeli? Because I hear other people saying your name differently. We'll figure it out. Hey, Poner Houston. What's up, big guy? Good to see you. Good to see you, man. Thanks for hanging out. Welcome to the show. And Cosmic Day. Is this? Yes, I'm playing that clip tonight. Tucker said UFOs are demons on AM Fest. Spirits. Yeah, we're going to go over that tonight. It's going to be a good night. We may go a little long. I'm going to try to go quick, but I got a lot of stuff, so we'll see. See how I feel. Every time I speak, it pushes on my stomach. You know, it tightens it up. But I'm dealing. Hey, thanks for the £2, £2. Yeah, we're going to play that. I know. I can't believe he thinks this. What has happened? All of his shows now are about spiritual stuff, space, UFOs, aliens. Tucker's really, I don't know what he's trying to do, but he feels strongly about aliens. Either he knows something we don't know because, you know, he's a media guy. Sometimes people tell them things and they shouldn't, but they do anyway. Yeah, we'll play that clip. Thanks, Cosmic Dave. All right, let's get started. I think I got most everybody in there. That was a long intro, but we had a day off or so. But this is sugar-free. It's Gatorade mix in the little packets. All right. So there's a thing I have to play first. I wrote this down. It says play this first. Let me pull it up. Oh, I'm on the wrong email. Here we go. All right. Must play first. This looks legit. We're starting to show off with the UFO sighting. So this is on X, and it was by Duke on Demand. This person says the latest UFO video from La Serena, Chile, it changes direction mid-flight. Guys, when you watch this, I don't think this is a drone. I really believe this guy got a UFO on video, a real one. But I could be wrong, So let's take a look. Let me pull it up here. Third Phase of Moon had some good stuff on their last video we never really talked about too. Wild, wicked stuff. All right, check this out. Pull this up in 5 seconds for you. 4. No, not going to make it. 3, 2, 1. So I don't know if you've seen this yet. Let me blow it up. It's very, very... I don't know. It's up here somewhere. You'll see. Now, the reason I think that's so important, because the object had a little hitch in it. Right there. Right here, you can see it go up, and then it goes down. It even looks like, well, you'll never tell. All these stars, I'm pointing at it. You can't see me. But all of these stars look just like this thing. So... I don't know if it's fake yet, but it looks real. See how it goes up right there? And then it changes. It's like that. It did change course. I have one of these in the daytime that changed course. I showed it to you guys many times. But that's all there is on this. That is very interesting. Yeah, I think it is. See, if it was a drone, it wouldn't be able to stop the way it did and turn. It would drift a little bit. This thing really was going pretty much the same speed. See? And it stopped. It goes... drones can't stop that quick. I don't. But you know what else stinks about the video? There's no reference point. You always get a reference point, because I don't know if this is a trick. And I almost want to say, now that I've watched it a few times, I'm not sure anymore. It looks great, but there's something weird about it. Well, that's just me, but there's something wrong with this video. Watch. What's down here? Oh my God, they put it in all this. Like, that's gonna matter. This is stupid. All right. Also, why is he pointing it? Why is he pointing it right there? Did he expect it to come? I've been out there. I've never seen anything like that. I don't think that's real. I'm going to say it now. I think he's tricking us. But I'm not there, so I don't know. All right. Trying to save this background. I will talk a little bit about Grusch, though. Because people are mad at him. They don't think he's being truthful. They think he's hiding stuff because he's not telling us everything or showing us what DOPSR allowed him to say. And apparently it's written somewhere, like we can go pull it up, but I looked, I don't know where to find it. And I was looking for that. And for some reason, I just can't find it. Is my screen ever going to change? But is he hiding anything? See, people think he's hiding something. How could a hearsay whistleblower be hiding anything? Oh, but it gets better. Now, it come to my understanding, and yours as well, that Grusch had a first-hand account, had an experience. Yeah, saw a UFO. So the story is just unraveling. If you've never seen the little documentaries that are out there about him, I recommend watching them. You can find them on X. I don't know the name of the guy, but I'll try to find it and get it for you tomorrow or today. I am surprised this is not bringing in my background. I'll give it 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The show's got to go on. We're fine with the background. All right, so move this here. Get rid of this. All right. Yes, and I did say Third Phase of Moon had a really good video. We watched it the other day, and then I had to leave. So let's go back to that. We're doing the show a little bit differently tonight. We're doing sightings first. Usually I do them in the last 20 minutes. But it's all right. Wow. Okay. This is the one I was talking about. These are just weird. It's been seen before.
Attack. Finally, some decent footage. Apparently, this is coming from a police helicopter.
Oh, that's right.
Tracking something unusual in the sky. Apparently, with no heat signature. I'm kind of liking this footage, and I think maybe. After
Whoa! Did you see that? It looked like something came out of the side of it. Hold on. Like right here. I thought I saw something come out.
The internet. Everybody's looking at this.
I did. Did you see it? It looked like it was a plume. Le plume. Watch. Oh, yeah. Let's do slow-mo. Good idea. Good idea. What is this? Too fast? No. Let's turn off the sound because Blake will sound weird. So watch. See it? It's starting. Is that just a your mother's got 19 legs. Something's coming out. See that? Okay, something's wrong with this. Is this the propulsion? Well, it doesn't make sense. Shouldn't it go this way to the left? Or see, this looked like a reflection to me. This is just odd. Is it because of the light pouring off of it and the camera with the glass over the lens is creating this anomaly? It's just bizarre. I mean, I saw it with the naked eye like it was nothing, which is really strange. All right, let's go back to normal.
That drones me. Like, what is this?
Yeah, now we're looking at
expulsion of gas. It farted.
Made
maybe
the internet. Everybody's looking at this. Are we looking at the Tic Tac? Finally, some decent footage. Apparently, this is coming from a police helicopter, tracking something unusual in the sky. Apparently, with no heat signature. I'm kind of liking this footage, and
it's interesting.
Maybe after some of the footage that came out from 2017. This is resembling something that maybe we could look forward to the future if they're going to drop.
See? So, okay. Well, let's think about it. Balloon. All right. If it was a balloon, how is it staying upright? It's staying upright very well. That's rare. So I'm not sure if it's a balloon. Drone? I don't think so. Man, I don't know. It's a heat signature. We're looking at this through a FLIR camera, forward-looking infrared. So, your guess is as good as mine. This is just like looking at the gimbal and you go, I see something, but I don't know. It's like you don't know because they hide it. I don't mind the video. I just wish they would just show it side by side, FLIR, high def. Can't do that though, right?
if they're going to drop anything from the government. I highly doubt it. I'm glad this is being leaked right now.
Yeah, Blake, I think this is coming from Mexico, and definitely we got a good shot here. These close-ups are amazing. You almost see something like
oh, there it is. See, it is from the bright. This is just some sort of because this object is bright with the FLIR camera, it's throwing off these anomalies. What do they call them? Flares? Flare-ups? Something like that. Yep. That's all.
Ejection off the right of that thing.
What's next?
As it zoomed in on that close-up shot. These are great. What I like about it is
2, 1, fire.
I know. It's 2 chemtrails. That's it. Both of these planes were flying. This one came behind it. That's all that is. Next. I'm telling you, that's all it is. You can see it's 2 trails. Bink, this one comes up there. This one started here. So nothing strange other than the thickness, and it's at sunset or sunrise, but it's probably sunset. All right, let's look at the next one. That's beautiful. That is just beautiful. When you see something like this, don't you feel just a little small sometimes? I feel like, God dang it, that thing was out in the solar system, just flying around, and now it wound up around our planet. Ahí, wait a minute. Are those meteors? Huh. I don't know. This is a weird one. They came in like comets. Let's hear what the brothers have to say about this one. See?
Now we're looking at incredible footage of these construction workers.
This is weird. I remember this.
Some kind of event. And again, as we look at this a little closer, at first I thought this could have been a meteorite, some kind of a space debris, but then it resembles 2 lights and almost seems to slow down here. Look at this very closely.
That's exactly right. By the way, it can't be a meteorite until it hits the ground.
We're in the right place at the right time to capture this.
Your sister's ass.
Yeah, Blake, I like this a lot. Here's a good close-up. Again, I'm still leaning towards this being a celestial event. Could it be maybe space debris, something falling from a man-made object, or something just from the cosmos or solar system? Hard telling. Again, it's fascinating.
Why can't it just be a legitimate UFO?
Some kind of a celestial event, some space debris or space.
What happened? Third phase of moon.
But again,
those are real UFOs.
These guys were in the proper place and time.
All right.
We're looking for videos just like this. Could this be a UFO?
Here's the next one. Last one. How many times have we seen these? This has got to be Mexico, Brazil, Spain. We don't have these in the U.S. You know why? Because we have the imaginary Tic Tac.
You know, this is definitely the most incredible footage I've seen in a long time.
Wow, she's so loud.
The way it's morphing here really reminds me of this sort of magnetic compound called ferrofluid, which...
wait. Hold on a second. Morphing? Morphing? Let's go back. Maybe I'm wrong. Okay, I still see the this. And let's see if we go after she says morphing. Looks the same.
Seems to be getting the most close-up of a UFO that we've ever seen. He's trying his hardest. You can see when he pulled the camera back, he's at
the guy's an idiot.
Distance, quite a distance away, and he gets these incredible close-ups. Again, we could see these spikes like Paula talks about. It looks like this acorn shape. Again, this guy's
oh my God, I am getting angry watching
People
this.
Are asking for details of UAPs.
Oh my God, is that making everybody angry? I mean, it's making me mad.
Within the optic lens of the camera person.
Oh my God, I really want to find out where this guy lives and
look
show him how to record.
Pulls in, I'd have to estimate that this thing's at least 100 to 200 feet.
Oh, minimum. Yeah, minimum.
That's just an approximate guess, but whatever it is, it's massive.
How many times do we see in these things, though? Really? How come? All right, here's a good question. We see these all the time from that side of the country. How come nobody ever shows us a balloon of it? I could go right now and probably, let's do it. Look up acorn-shaped balloons, right? ACORN. I want to see something. Oh my God. It's amazing. Check it out. This is just here from Google. So, I'm not saying that's the UFO, but, pretty similar. See? Some of these here. I'm just saying. It could be. And maybe not this, but, here. Let's see if it's in these. I guess they're all going to look like this. I had to take a chance and look. Oh, look. Maybe they put lights in it. I know it looks very little like the video, but this one might have some spikes on it. No spikes. I'm sure they're around and we can find them. I'm sure. They probably custom made it. All right, you get the idea. Pick line came loose. All right, I fixed the shirt. Come on, get proper, will you? This looked much. As a matter of fact, I thought this was black when I picked it out. I was in the closet and didn't turn the light on. All right, let's get out of here. All right, Tucker. Let's talk about Tucker. Tucker Carlson is talking about an occult, like hidden forces. He's also talking about the hyperdimensional matrix and that humans are not in control of themselves. We don't have free will. He's getting very close to the topic of all topics, as various esoteric spiritual traditions have talked about for thousands of years. Here's Tucker giving his, where's the frickin' video? Here it is. They explained it all too. And wait a second. Here it is. Is this Tucker? Oh yeah, there he is. Tucker, you made some very interesting comments that has been going viral all over social media.
UFOs, and you were specifically talking about something that is hard to kind of really understand here. I was wondering, what's your kind of take on all of this? Because I see this as a spiritual war. Do you see this as a spiritual war? What are your kind of core belief systems when it comes to addressing the larger evils of the system?
Well, as I so often do, I spoke incompletely. I didn't fully explain myself. In the clip that you're referring to, which like 8 people have sent me, in outrage, that I basically said there are things that I know that I won't say, which of course is not exactly right. I don't know. I mean, I can't prove it, and I really do try to say things that I really believe are true and are provably so. And so that's kind of my hesitance. If I had facts, I would say them. It's my personal belief, based on a fair amount of evidence, that they're not aliens. They've always been here, and I do think it's spiritual. That's my view. So, and again, it's not provable, but based on the evidence, I think.
I'm with you. Absolutely. Well, the military has been working in this realm for a very long time. They have been also trying to weaponize it. There's also a lot of crazy experiments that they did with DMT, hooking people up essentially to DMT IVs, having people go off into the spiritual realm. So if you're not paying attention, you don't understand that there's a larger kind of energetic frequency and battle happening. But
can I say one thing? If the U.S. government has in fact had direct contact with these beings, whatever they are, I've already told you what I think they are, and has entered into some sort of agreement with them, which is which is the claim of informed people, I would say, whether they're right or wrong, I can't say conclusively. But if that is true, I mean, it's a very, very, very heavy thing.
Yeah, a lot of people say interdimensional beings.
Right, I want to ask, are angels and demons, or how would you describe these beings?
You know, these are, again, I'm getting into the realm of conjecture, so I just want to say that flat out.
Entity?
But one thing I know for a dead certain fact, having seen it, is that there is good and evil, that we are being acted upon at all times. And I think every person can feel that in himself. I mean, there are moments when you are moved to do things that are much better than you actually are, and that are also more evil and destructive than you actually are. You are subject to forces from outside yourself. That is absolutely true. Now, we can argue about what they are, but every person in the room, if he's reflective, will tell you, yes, I know what you're talking about.
What? What? Wow. Really? I don't know what to say. I just have to listen to more of this. I really don't know. I thought I knew what I wanted to say, but I don't. How could he say that? That there's outside forces controlling what we do individually. And those who understand this, like he just said, get it. Anyway, let's continue. Yeah, those who understand get it. Duh, I know.
And so there are forces that are not human, that do exist in a spiritual realm of some kind, that we cannot see, and that when you think about it, sort of make you think we live in an ant farm.
Yeah.
Being right? And that's just, that is real.
Yeah.
Okay.
And there's many artists also talking.
I'm freaking out right now. Really, I'm freaking out. Because I didn't watch this on purpose till I saw it with you folks. I can't believe what I'm hearing. I really can't. Without any physical evidence. He's basing this all on faith? What movie? This is really weird. Because he's a journalist. I mean, this is unbelievable what I'm hearing. All right, I'll let it play out now.
About how essentially what they do in their greatest works of art is usually done through channeling.
Of course.
And there is an aspect
not
of this
freedom
that I
chains,
think,
by the way.
Yeah, but definitely not that
Well, he's channeling. We haven't made anything good
yet. By the way, every artist will tell you that.
Exactly.
Every artist.
That something happened, that they're not themselves, that they just were doing their art, and then something just
transcendent.
went.
No, but and it's not just visual arts. It's every creative act brings you closer to something outside the human realm, and you can feel it, whether it's woodworking or writing or painting a painting or writing an opera or writing a rap song or whatever. Anything that is true and beautiful or anything that is dark and destructive is almost certainly a product of forces acting upon you, and you can feel it.
Tucker, you made some very interesting comments recently that has been...
That's the end. I don't know what he's talking about. All right, look... I think he's confusing imagination and thinking with outside forces, right? I mean, look, I'll be 100%, like I always am, honest. I sometimes feel things, but I think it's our adrenaline, it's our body, it's our imagination thinking that this is special or I'm feeling something. When in all reality, it's nothing. You're making it up in your mind. Look, yes, strange things happen to me. I've seen things move. I've heard footsteps. I hear voices. Maybe I'm going crazy. No, I can't be because I recorded them. But you know what I mean? It's like, how do you tell Tucker he's wrong when you're experiencing this stuff? But what he's talking about here, and we're going to look at some other videos that he was talking about, demons and angels and all that. But I just don't buy that I don't have my free will. I don't make my decisions. Like this is very weird to me. This is strange as hell. All right, let me, where is it? I just it won't let me go back. I need to go back. Hold on, let me pull it up again. How weird is that? It wouldn't let me go back to the original page. I needed to. There we go. All right, let's pull this up for you kind folks. Here we go. All right, so he's getting very close to the top of that. There is good and evil. I might as well just play the video. I don't want to talk too much. The matrix of control. Where is it? Here it is. The beginner's guide forces. Okay. I don't know if this is it. No. That's not it. Well, I thought there were more than one video. But they say what he says, so I'll just read it real quick. Here you go. There is good and evil. Here we are, right at the top. We're being acted upon at all time. There are moments when you are moved to do things. Oh, he just said this. He just said this. But it's weird. You're subject to forces outside yourself. There are forces that are not human, that exist in a spiritual realm of some kind that we cannot see. And that sort of makes you think we live on an ant farm, which we already heard him say. Anything that is true and beautiful or anything that is dark and destructive is almost certainly a product of forces acting upon you. Tucker Carlson said that, yes, indeed, we are transducers of higher forces and influenced by conscious forces from the higher and lower realms that exist in their own world and are not human, not part of our mind, nor a hallucination. We are subjected to the suggestions of occult, hostile forces of the lower vital world. What the frig am I reading? But we also receive insights and creative and inspirational impulses from spirit and divine forces, which also manifest as thoughts. This is outside of my reality. I don't buy this stuff. See, this is why I need somebody like Michael from Dark Hour, Anjali, somebody who knows this stuff, like, and live it, basically. It's like, that's their thing. This isn't my thing. What I'm reading is blowing me away. What I don't understand is, where are they getting this from? Like, I could come up with it and say, yeah, I think angels are demons, or aliens are demons. I could say that too. Why I would say that? Because they put bad thoughts into my head? This is, I don't buy it. Yeah, he says, let me pull it back up. Creative, sensitive people, writers, artists, podcasters, and musicians get their ideas from these lower/higher realms. Oh, really? We all receive a mixture of these impressions/thoughts from the whole range of lower to higher realm, depending on many factors. We are transducers of higher realms, and we are the battleground of various forces acting through us. Hence, as I've always said, the real war is through us, and the battlefield is within. I am really blown away by this. Look, free will. The idea of free will is, in many aspects, an illusion. Most of what you see on the world stage is manipulated and designed, to create this food, quote unquote, frequency of scarcity-fueled fear and unconscious reactivity to keep humanity in a frequency prison governed by forces that operate outside of our five sensory perception. So, they're all around us. We can't see them, hear them, feel them, touch them, smell them, because not a part of our five senses, but they're around us. Now, what proof do you need? Video? Audio? I mean, what else is there? There could be poltergeist activity. I mean, really, I think this is the classic loophole for this. Whatever this is, whatever this is that I'm hearing. So am I to believe that the aliens that everybody talks about are demons and angels? I buy it. You know what I like? I like the fact that I was thinking that many, many, many years ago, that what if they are? Angels and demons are aliens. They're the same. We talk about this frequently. You know, you may see a person who looked like maybe a dead relative to you, but it could have been an alien playing your dead alien and walking through with their magical invisibility cloaking devices, whatever. They somehow get into this dimension. We see them in, fleet corner of the eye shit. It's very frustrating. I don't know. But I am blown away that Tucker Carlson is talking about this like it's 100% fact. I was listening to this, it was like a 1-minute short. I think we're going to play it. Here's the video I wanted to play, Tucker, about the occult. Yeah, I had it up and ready to go. All right, let me get this for you. Yeah, this is it. I can't believe it. Sorry, but not. Now I got it.
The second thing that bothers me is the UFO story. And, the more you dig into that and talk to people with actual knowledge of it, again, that's another story where there are some, fanciful ideas floating around that are just, there's no evidence that they're true. But if you talk to people who, have actual knowledge of it that they gathered themselves, there are parts of that story that I do not understand at all that are really, really, really dark. It's so dark that I, haven't told my wife about it. I mean, I haven't verified any of this, but this is not just stuff that I read on the internet. I know you all are very, very grounded in that story, so I think I know what I'm talking about. Yeah. But there's some stuff there that's just like, man, I'm not even sure what that means. There's a spiritual component there that I don't fully understand. So yes, that story bothers me. And I think, last thing I'll say, that one of the reasons that we've had all these disclosures and all these, 10 whistleblowers at this point, and it hasn't really become front page news. Part of it's suppression. Parts of the government don't want you to know about it, but part of it is the public can't deal with it. It's too far out. The implications are too profound. And I understand that. Because I've heard things where I'm just like, oh man, I don't even really.
That is total bularchy. I don't like that he said that. Now, I understand it's real intricate, right? There's a lot of moving parts when you're talking about aliens, demons. Why? People are going to why? How do you know? Why do you know? Where's the evidence? Who's experiencing this? Can I experience it? Well, what about this and what about that? Yeah, it is. It is very detailed, and it's not easy to explain just to the general public what it is. I get that. But so what? You'd be surprised at what the public can retain and understand when it comes to the paranormal. I'll tell you why. Everybody's interested. There isn't, there may be people who say, I don't care, but they care. Everybody wants to know what happens after we die, and are we alone in the universe? Those are the big two. The other ones are 9/11, JFK. So that's the issue I see. They would have a huge problem getting this across to the public. But why can't you do it? And do it in a way that they would understand it. It's not that hard. You can make it, put it out for free, and people, maybe it'll take 10 years. Maybe it'll take 5 years for everybody, the majority of people to read this stuff on the internet. But if you put it out there, people will listen. I bet you that video right here is going viral.
Really want to know that, honestly.
Deeply disturbing stuff. Forget like saucers and technology. It's deeply disturbing.
Okay, that's what I wanted to talk. What is so deeply disturbing that they can't tell the public? They don't even hint around for us to say, oh, that's nothing, or, oh, I get it. Why can't we? Why can't we get a little bit of that and understand why we can't see this shit? That's another loophole bullshit story. Oh, yeah, they won't understand it. Maybe it'll take a little long for us to get it. I mean, not us, because we know everything. But I'm talking about the general public. Man, they don't know what they're, good for Tucker to do this, but he's just dead wrong. They're both wrong. I think people will pay attention because it's one of the biggest mysteries of life. And I think people would be really interested to hear if they were demons or demon-esque or angels or both. The public sucks and they're not very bright at the moment. But I guarantee you put this shit out there and you just tell it like it is, people will flock to it. It's the biggest question in life.
Stuff that I haven't even told Natalie. Yep. I agree with you. It's so disturbing. Exactly. I can't even tell my kids.
What would be so disturbing? That they eat each other? That they're eating humans? We thought that anyway. What could be so disturbing? I can't imagine what is so disturbing about the aliens.
Ask me different stories about it, and I won't say it because it's so dark. It's so dark.
I totally agree.
Miles is watching. So.
Okay, Miles, if you're watching the show, Daddy's not going to tell you about that part of the UFO stuff and what's going on with the government.
Well, can I say one thing? They've known clearly. I mean, this is, I think, established, and I feel comfortable saying this as fact. The U.S. government, I mean, these are real, whatever they are. They're not human. And the government has known that for a long time, possibly going back to the 1930s at least. And, of course, there's tons of evidence in the written record, in the physical record, in paintings, and in literature, that people have been seeing and interacting with these things for a long time. So we know that. But the justification one often hears is, well, the government, various presidents who have been read in, not all have been, haven't wanted to disclose this because it would scare people. And I've always thought that's bullshit. You're hiding a crime, which they are, by the way, in my opinion. But I do think there's a sense in which that's not totally crazy. Like, there is some stuff, if it's true, and I'm kind of thinking it may be true, that's so radical that, well, as we both said, we don't want to tell the people we love most about it because, like, why would you, disturb someone like that?
What is it? Oh. What is it? What are you guys saying? What do you guys think? Nobody's saying anything in here. Even if there is no free will, the state of being says, that doesn't mean a human life is useless. Oh, definitely. Yeah, it's not. What a person life means, what it's worth. These are things a person decides for themselves. Yeah, I guess. Have you ever seen the Adjustment Bureau, the state of being? That reminds me of what, you can make your future whatever you want. We decide the little things. What kind of coffee we're going to drink. Will we run the yellow light? Am I going to write down a number, little things, but they take care of all the big stuff. Jobs we're going to get when we die, who we meet, who our friends are. So that's interesting what you're saying here, because that runs right along line, parallel with the Adjustment Bureau, that movie, and what we're hearing from T. Pretty good stuff. What's this, Samo? Yes, it's also true that we humans have dormant DNA. Yes, confirmation we were, well, I'm not sure that's confirmation, but it leans more that way. Oh, that's right. I didn't think of that. That's another, look at you guys, man. Good stuff. Thor Panka, oh yeah. Yeah, we will. We should do it. Oh, Marcos Alvarez says, we can meditate to enlightenment and find the truth that way. I kind of do that. Not as much lately, but I do find, I do get some peace when I meditate and I am enlightened by my thoughts. That's a good one, Marcos. All right, let's There's about 30 seconds left.
So I kind of get that. I hate to admit it. I'm not arguing for hiding things. I believe in the truth and I believe in disclosure, but I understand the impulse, like, holy smokes, this is heavy. You know what I mean?
And the government's involvement in it makes it even heavier, because then you realize the complicity.
Exactly.
Of it. Yeah.
Okay, so we're talking about the same thing. I can tell. Okay.
Yeah,
Excuse me.
Should I go?
No. This is what we used to talk about in commercial breaks all the time. This is the kind of stuff. But anyway.
Yeah, but so at the time, I never would have believed any of that. But now I'm like, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. That was very fun. I enjoyed that. Well, it's that time of the day. Top of the hour, and our good friend over at I2TA, Into Thin Air, put a video up yesterday. So let's take a look and see what's going on in Iceland with the volcano eruption and other stuff. Here we go, Into Thin Air. Bum, bum, bum.
And welcome back, everybody. The day has come for the island nation of Iceland. After nearly 5 weeks of being under a state of emergency with evacuations, a volcano in the southern peninsula region has finally let loose just north of the town of Grindavik. Back in November, there were thousands of earthquakes being reported leading up to this state of emergency, and just as things began to calm down, the eruption finally began last night around 10 p.m. in Iceland. In this video posted by Volcaholic, you can see the exact moment the volcano begins to erupt, as what seems like a small light in the distance quickly changing into an all-out eruption. And some of the visuals that are coming with that are incredible. And of course, after all the buildup coming out of Iceland over the last month, pretty much every mainstream media outlet is now covering this eruption, even though the eruption itself may not be as intense as previous eruptions. In fact, one of the biggest fears was that this volcano could erupt, causing a very similar situation that took place back in 2010 with another eruption, that it literally put a standstill to air traffic in that area. But luckily, as of now, this seems like more of a lava event compared to those dramatic eruptions where ash is launched thousands and thousands of feet into the sky. Now, with this particular eruption and the fact that it just began last night, here is the latest information coming out of Iceland. This article goes on to say the volcano exploded at 10:17 p.m. local time on Monday night, spewing lava and creating a stunning visual spectacle. As of Tuesday morning, the length of the ground fissure has expanded to 2.5.
If you want to watch the rest of Into Thin Air, because he just put it out yesterday, I'll put the link in the show description so you guys can check out the rest of that at your leisure. So let's continue on this game of ufology. And, oh, no. Yes, here's one I want to play. All right. I know what you guys need. This is what you need. This is going to blow your eye sockets. These gray aliens, are they real? Jesus. Is that loud or is it me? The fake one. Yeah, I gotta go fast over those. Well, you know this. All right, we'll continue from here. Nah, look at that. That's a puckwudgie, isn't it? I haven't seen some of those, actually. This was interesting. We have the best. This is the best topic of all topics, isn't it? Hey, look at that. I've never seen that. That's like dug in the side of a mountain, apparently. Let me make it brighter. Look at that coin. It's stuck in there. It's weird. Space shuttles. What is this? Stargate. Look at that. It's a cassette and stuff from the 80s encased in petrified shit. How's that possible? Isn't that amazing? I know that picture, the fake gate. These are fake, of course, but this is, I don't know if this one's real, the Stargate there, but it's funny how all this stuff came out after Stargate came out. The Stargate stuff, like this one here. I don't even know if that's real. Is that real? I've never seen that before. That's the KGB. I have that video. Yeah, that's horseshit. It's all, yeah, that thing is made out of like plywood. It's nothing. Oh, it looks just like a computer chip. It's amazing. Here's where I smoked the biggest bowl ever. I don't blame you. All right. A lot of cool stuff, huh? We're just thick in it. A lot of this stuff doesn't make sense. Like, oh, by the way, those rocks that move along the desert, when it gets cold enough and ice forms, believe it or not, it does. They slide along the ground. Look at that. I've never seen that before. What is that? It doesn't look real. Whoa. Jeez. Gateway of the Gods? Mystery object uncovered in Giza. Damn. Makes you wonder, right? Makes you wonder. It's fun. Is it New York City? Yeah, one of those, I don't remember. Yeah, that's strange how they designed one of these cities. Maybe New York, I don't remember, but you know, one of these, they designed it just like a motherboard. Wasn't it Washington? I thought it was Washington. Either way, yeah, it's weird. I know, the biggest bowl ever. Big fat creep. Stargates like the border, exactly like the border. My God, they have so many people coming in. They can't bring anybody. They're actually letting them stay at the gate because they just can't handle it in Tucson. 250,000 people came across last month. It's a record. At that border. All right. God, it hurts to take a deep breath sometimes. All right, I got to watch this. It says, we're living in another universe. Joe Rogan. Why would this be? All right, let's take a look. I do have a lot of stuff we could just zip through with shorts too. I think here we go. Man, so many steps.
I went on a little YouTube.
Oh yeah, this is cool.
Situation, and somehow that's what I wound up on this video that was like, world's smartest kid thinks that CERN blew the world up in 2008. He thinks when they collided electrons, I believe, in the super collider, CERN, that they caused some crazy chain reaction that blew up the universe, but they also created an atom that weighed too much. And so what the kid winds up with is this theory of like, one atom weighing too much and is that being just enough to shift our universe into a parallel universe? Yeah, this is it right here. This kid.
Look at what it says there. He claims that CERN destroyed the universe during recent experiments, which has resulted in us living in a nearby parallel universe instead.
You're welcome, Eddie.
A lot of people online that think this is an explanation for all the Mandela effect things. Yeah,
it goes into stuff about the Mandela effect, how, you know, there's like apparently a bunch of, you want to hear a wild one? All right.
Okay. So, you know, the last thing they said, well, this explains the Mandela effect. Right there, all credibility goes out the window. Sorry, but if you believe in the Mandela effect, you're wrong. It's not real. It's bad memories, people spelling things wrong in advertisements, people misquoting stuff, subliminal things like the Ford logo. It's got the little hook on there, but nobody ever noticed it before until somebody noticed it. Didn't have a monocle in his eye. I always thought he had a monocle. Monopoly guy. The Mandela effect, please. Don't even get me started. It is so not real. It's the most absurd conspiracy thing or whatever it is we talk about. It's the worst of the bunch. It really is. It's sad how bad it is. It is. Whoa. Whoa. Where'd all this? I got a lot of stuff to talk about. All right. I'll show this. It says, show the silliness. It's another video. We're just going through videos tonight. Oh, yeah. See, this is what bothers me about ufology. People put videos up like this, and then a lot of people think it's real. They don't know, right? But here it is. And you're giving people bad information. You know, it just makes me so angry. Now, what they should have done was say, this is CGI, right? And this is in the mind of somebody seeing what they want. No, whatever. What did I just say? Have you guys ever seen this before? Prove it. I can't. That's the whole thing. I can just tell by the way it looks. It's obvious. There's certain things. But that makes me a little angry. And he's very well known, World War III on X, for putting up everything. But that's okay. We make up our own minds, right? I'm not saying I'm right every time. I'm just going by what I think. And it's just an opinion. You got them too. Right? So don't get mad. Just have some fun. This UFO I'm going to show you. Man, I got a lot of videos tonight. This is weird. Maybe you guys understand this more than me. But it's pretty good. Now, you'll see a rocket launch, and behind it, one or two objects, but something happens within those objects that I'm not sure if it's part of the launched rocket and it's just, you know, catching enough friction to get on fire. But take a look.
Now, what is it going to do after this?
See what I mean? This one here is blinking. Now the other one's blinking.
You guys can come behind me and see them big. Somebody has a flashlight on.
Is that it? He gave up?
Come back in. But what is it doing? It's just going and coming down? No, I'm saying, what is it doing? It's going. It's still going up. It's Falcon 9. Falcon 9? Yeah. Let me move that this way a little.
Well, obviously it was from the beginning. It's pretty, you know, I guess it is from the rocket. That's probably some debris that came off of it. But who knows? You know, who knows? I can't prove it. So, unfortunately, I haven't seen enough rocket launches to make that assessment. A lot of crazy stuff out there in the sky. A lot of stuff, man. All right. Let me play this from Tucker. Another Tucker video. This is only a minute and a half, but it's part of the conversation of the occult, demons, angels, UFOs, and aliens. So let's take a listen to this.
Based on a fair amount of evidence that they're not aliens. They've always been here.
We already heard this.
And I do think it's spiritual. That's my view. So, and again, it's not provable, but based on the evidence, I think.
I'm with you.
But if the U.S. government has, in fact, had direct contact with these beings, whatever they are, I've already told you what I think they are, and has entered into some sort of agreement with them, which is the claim of informed people, I would say. Whether they're right or wrong, I can't say conclusively. But if that is true, I mean, it's a very, very, very heavy thing.
Yeah, a lot of people say interdimensional beings.
Right, I want to ask, are angels and demons, or how would you describe these beings?
You know, these are, again, I'm getting into the realm of conjecture, so I just want to say that flat out.
Entity?
But one thing I know for a dead certain fact, having seen it, is that there is good and evil, that we are being acted upon at all times. And I think every person can feel that in himself. I mean, there are moments when you are moved to do things that are much better than you actually are, and that are also more evil and destructive than you actually are. You are subject to forces from outside yourself. That is absolutely true. Now, we can argue about what they are.
How could he say this? I can't listen anymore. How can he say that? What proof is he going by? It's really frustrating that he's doing this. The idea of free will is, in many aspects, an illusion. Most of what you see on the world stage is manipulated and designed to create this food frequency of scarcity, fueled fear and unconscious reactivity, to keep humanity in a frequency prison governed by forces that operate outside of our five sensory perception. You gotta be kidding. So when I decide to run a red light because it's dangerous, dark forces influenced me to do that. When I come to a complete stop at a stop sign for 2 full seconds, that must be the work of the other side, the good side, that influenced me. Give me a break. I don't buy it. I just don't. I don't think life is that complex. I think it's pretty simple. Either aliens are here or they're not. They may be the indigenous ones. For all we know, we're the aliens. Which we aren't, but yeah, I'm just saying. It's get me going. And then I already showed that the other day. All right, I think I have some old stuff up here. Oh, this is interesting. I don't know if I showed this. People in Thailand capture a giant human-like creature over the mountains. Still another video. Interesting conversation tonight. Just really weird. Is it moving? Is it moving? I think the fog is making it look different. It hasn't moved. Oh, there it is. It moved. My bad. Ding, ding, ding. Did you hear the lady? She said ding, ding, ding. Listen. Ding, ding, ding. That could be a giant, or it could be a midget on a very small hill. You can't say midget anymore? Nah, got it. You gotta be able to say midget. You have to. That's one of the best words in the history of the English language. Oh man, did you know? This is oh God. Tim Burchett is now saying he's being ridiculed, right? He can't handle being ridiculed. Apparently. Here, I'll play it. Yeah. It says a very candid interview with Timbo talking about all the military folks who have come to him in confidence to talk about their UFO sightings. Burchett says he has received ridicule for being so publicly vocal about the UFOs. That's not as bad as I thought it was. That's not bad at all. Well, let's hear what he has to say. He's always entertaining, to say the least. All right. Can we do this now?
And Tim Burchett speaks about people who have come to him in confidence, confirming sightings of UFOs. When America's John Hines has more from Capitol Hill.
So there were two pilots appeared before your committee. One of them both of them had encounters. They said that generally speaking, other encounters may have occurred, but other pilots don't want to come forward because people think they're a wingnut, right?
Yeah, that's exactly right. Exactly right. And, the one guy was like, I'd never even discussed it because it happened 12 or 13 years ago. And,
but it happened.
But it happened, and he said, because I was the guy, I was that pilot in that video.
Now describe what they said, because as I recall, they described something moving that for some reason they said it couldn't have been a conventional aircraft.
Correct. It didn't issue a heat signature like, your lawnmower puts off a heat signature, the exhaust pipe or something, and it defied all
Come on.
capability. And what is this? But the thing is, I've talked to so many of these pilots, and
so you've talked to several.
I have, and they all say the same thing. They don't know what it is. And I've talked to military people who've had encounters with these craft, either while they were off. One was off duty. It was kind of an unusual occurrence, but it mimicked or mirrored the same as a constituent of mine who was in the Navy in the late 50s.
What?
It was a very similar description of the craft and its capabilities.
Huh.
And there's no sound, there's no disturbance. It's there, and then it takes off. Or something is going on. And these are educated people, man. And I've had members of Congress tell me. They say, Tim, I was 19 years old. I was in the Navy, or I was somewhere.
I have to tell you, same thing with me. Anytime I go someplace and there's a crowd of people and somebody says, oh, did you know Richie's into UFOs? He's got a YouTube channel. Oh, really? Oh, me and my wife saw something a few years ago, right, honey? Honey, come here. He knows about UFOs. And you wouldn't believe it. Everybody's head turns. UFOs? And then you'll get half of those people say, UFOs? Yeah. Oh, I don't want anybody to know that I might want to find out if UFOs are. Everybody wants to know. But it's funny. Tim's right. People will always come up to you and tell you their stories just because you're in the field. It's great, man. I just love it when they do that. But on the flip side of that, like I just said, you get people in the same crowd who acted excited at first, but then realized, oh, I might be ridiculed for thinking this. And then they shy away and give you that evil eye, like, how dare you talk about UFOs near me? Now I have to listen.
Off the coast of somewhere, and they describe a craft or something that flew up on them, but they say, yeah, I appreciate what you're doing, I support it, but I don't want it to be stigmatized, and I really just don't care, because people in East Tennessee are pretty independent people, and for good reason. They don't trust the government, and here it's just another example.
Okay, well, we get the point. We don't have to hear how he's ridiculed. I already told you. It was kind of getting old. Yeah, he kind of drones. He's he's monotone after a minute. Even he doesn't want to be there. Okay, now we're going to switch gears to Knapp. George Knapp discusses Bob Lazar. I don't know what he says, but I want to hear it. It looks like from CBS 9 Greenville, North Carolina. We'll take a listen. What the hell? Huh? Oh, 5, 4, 3, 2.
If they're real and what the government knows. There's a fight for disclosure happening on Capitol Hill right now.
No, there's not.
I sat down with award-winning journalist George Knapp for an exclusive interview. He's been reporting on this topic for WNCT's Vegas sister station, KLAS, since the 1980s. Here's part 3.
Bob Lazar said he worked at a secret facility near Groom Lake where alien...
Never mind. I thought it was going to be, oh, my bad. He does talk. Okay. I thought they were just going to show old stuff again. That's all right. I got it right here. 3, 2.
Near Groom Lake, where alien technology was being reverse engineered.
Bob did that interview with us, the live interview. He used a suit on him and we blacked out his face, but his bosses knew who he was. And they called him immediately after, and the line that they gave him was, "Do you know what's going to happen to you now?"
Knapp told me that Lazar had threats on his life that seemed straight out of a Hollywood movie.
He was carrying a gun. He went to a gym with a friend of his. They go to the gym. They lock the door. His gun is in the car. They come out an hour later. The doors to the car are open.
Dumbest thing. That is such a lie. That is so stupid. Oh, we're going to open up your doors. Put your gun on the console with your money and your keys or whatever they did. And they didn't take anything, but that's just to show our power. I think Bob had an Uzi too.
The windows are rolled down. This Uzi that he had in the car is laying on the front seat. They just made it pretty clear that they were following him and were messing with him.
Or Bob staged it. How come nobody ever talks about Bob staging that? He could have. I know we're working out, but I just need to use the little boys' room real quick. And he runs outside, opens up everything, comes back in, wets his pants. You know, Jesus, I almost pissed myself. You know? Here's the deal. If the government wants to take you out, they take you out. They don't play little games. We now know where you are, and we know, now you know we can get you anytime we want, Bob. Like, they don't have to make those threats because, well, unless his boss was such a dick and an egomaniac, which I might buy, that he wanted to scare the shit out of Bob. Maybe that's what it was. Yeah, maybe that's all they were doing. I accept that.
And I know that we were followed as well because some of the guys who did it years later told me about it.
KLAS's phones were tapped.
That's crazy.
6 people I talked to on the phone the very next day were visited by government agents who told them to shut the hell up.
Now, decades later, U.S. representatives say the Pentagon is still stonewalling their attempts at disclosure.
Members of Congress who sit on Judiciary, Armed Services, and the Oversight Committees are being denied access to this information.
Whistleblower David Grusch has echoed Lazar's claims, but he says Congress has failed to act in a meaningful way.
What we're witnessing right now is, quite frankly, the greatest legislative failure in American history.
Yeah, I don't think so, but it's not fun for ufology. We go through this all the time. That's what I say. You got to be in this field for 5 years so you can get hurt once minimum, but you'll be hurt a couple of times on the way to that 5th year. Once you're in it for 5 years and you're here full time all the time, every day like we are, yeah, you begin to see the signs, man. Things just don't seem like they used to. And now you're starting to see how the UFO field, the government, how everything works and how nothing makes sense. Nothing. Jeremy Corbell makes no sense to me. How the frigonometry does he get front row center in the most historic UFO congressional hearing ever. How? What has he done? I don't know, but it has to be George Knapp. Can't be Corbell. Just can't be. He's not that savvy, from what I hear. All right. Wow. Okay. So there are so many. I got to take a drink real quick. Let me pull up the video. Wait a minute. Okay. You remember how they were shooting down everything, the Chinese balloon and all that, spy balloon? Journalists said 2023 Alaska object was anomalous. It looked like a giant tic-tac. All right. It was flying at an altitude about 40,000 feet over Alaska. We don't know who owns this object. Ba-ba-da-ba-da. We know the story. I don't want to listen. I don't want to do that. Let's get rid of that. Jeremy Corbell. All right, I got to play this, it says. I don't know why. Oh, yeah, this is, all right. So they talk about, with John Alexander and his decades-long hunt within his DOD and intelligence community for UFO crash retrieval programs, and how his opinions have changed on the matter after David Grusch came forward to blow the whistle. I didn't watch the episode. Oh, yeah, I was at a commission. I'll have to watch it tonight. Here, let's take a 1 minute look. Let's listen.
I think you've made crash saucers. I think you've made statements that you've been pretty skeptical about the idea of crash saucers and, Roswell goodies being stashed in a hangar over the years. Now that you've heard David Grusch, you've interacted with your colleagues at Sol, your friends, Hal Puthoff, Eric Davis, people who know a heck of a lot about this and have made very strong statements about crash recoveries, reverse engineering. Have you changed your opinion? Are you more open to the possibility that this is real?
Well, I've certainly had to rethink that. One of the problems that I personally have is I go with my firsthand data. All of the things you've related are secondhand. And my firsthand data, and we can go into some of those people, said no, not there. But having said that, I have in recent months have talked to friends who are very, very highly placed. I think Hal's one of those, to say, believe Grusch.
What did he say? I don't know what he was saying. All right, you want to hear something freaking hilarious? Amy from Alien Girl 111, also known as Nikki Starchild, she and I, there's a rumor going around. Did you hear about it? That she and I are paid by Stephen Greer. Yeah. You know who said this? Red Panda Koala. The drama just, it's so silly. Like, I wish I was paid by Greer. I wish I was paid. I wish I was that important, but it's just not true. Just to squash anybody's curiosity over whether me and Amy are paid by Greer. Greer, I don't even talk about Greer anymore. It's like, yeah, it's weird. But, Elizondo a couple of years ago said that certain elements and people are probably paid. They mentioned third phase of moon, but we all know he doesn't want to mention Goofon. He doesn't want to give me any of that exposure. Lou, But it's funny that Red Panda Koala said that. It's adorable. Is there a video of it? Wait. Oh, there's audio. Hold on a second. No, there isn't. I thought it was. It was a reminder to talk about it. Yeah, I know. People just say stuff just to say it. It's like, God, you got to prove that. And you can't. Okay, so everybody knows Brett S. He's here. I don't know if he's here now, but he comes in frequently. His friend captured something very, very strange on a trail cam. Now, I've seen this before somewhere, and I have to mute it because the X-Files theme comes on. But it's a trail cam anyway, but I've seen this before, not by me, but other videos. Check it out. I thought it was good, and I have permission to play it. And these papers. What? It's a trail cam. Why are papers or something that looks like... See, the thing is, this may be spiritual. And whatever this is doesn't make sense. It's in the middle of nowhere. Watch. They do it again in slow motion. Some people are saying that it was a spider web. There's some example of a spider web right there, I'm assuming. But I don't think it's a spider web. But that's just, it could be. But I just don't know because there's not enough research to find spider webs. You know what I mean? It's not something that happens all the time. I have like one video in my archive of thousands of videos, just one spider web hanging from a light post. I don't know what. Oh, he's showing the deer. That's right. And then they go back to this. So this is the long version here. There's those papers again. Whatever that is, it's weird. And then it fans out really wide. Oh, maybe he's talking here, I think.
And I don't know if or how it's related to this orb floating around here, but like I said, I mean, I literally go through tens of thousands of trail cam videos per year because I set all of my cameras on video instead of picture because you just get more intel from the animals. So here's the clip before and after. You could look at the times and just, I don't know, let me know what you think. Like I said, this is very remote and this is pretty weird.
Yeah, but see, this is what I don't understand. So it seems like people are thinking this is a spider web, right? Or I've never seen anything. I don't understand the paper, but it's not. And then you'll see when it comes towards us here, it goes backwards. It fans out like all the way from here to here.
So I thought I'd share it with you guys. I want to hear some of your ideas and feedback. So here's the clip before that one. This is 6:01 p.m. on November 10th. Nothing out of the ordinary for this one.
I don't know if he talks again. This is real time and not, oh, okay. So you know what's weird about it? They're like cubes. See, there's like 1, 2, 3, 4 maybe. I don't know. It reminds me of a video I captured, but mine had flashing lights in it. Look at this. All right. See this? These cubes? I'm going to show you my video after this. Because mine, these lights, these light up. You guys have seen the video before, but how can this be a spider web? Right? And if it is, why isn't anything up here? Why can't we ever see anything? I know we may be at the edge of it, but the papers, the things that look like papers, that's just so strange to me. Let's go back. I want to hear what he says word for word. I think I missed some of what he said.
All right, so here's the clip right here. I mean, and what is this? First of all, you got this orb flying around. I'll rewind this little thing. I mean, this looks like maybe like, I don't know, a sheet of paper or something. It doesn't look like an animal. And I don't know if or how it's related to this orb floating around here. But like I said, I mean, I literally go through tens of thousands of trail cam videos per year because I set all of my cameras on video instead of picture because you just get more intel from the animals.
It could be. The thing that intrigues me are these squares. That's why. And it's vertical. It doesn't sway back and forth. If it was, I would imagine if it was a spider web or something hanging, we would see it move more, like tilt over. It stays the same upright position the whole time. It's interesting. Yeah, it could be something hanging, but then how do you explain the papers? The things that look like paper. How do you explain that? It's in the middle of nowhere, man. Isn't that weird? Unless somebody was coming by and I don't know, man. It's weird. But thanks to Brett and his friend for allowing us to play it tonight. I don't know what it is. But if anybody knows what it is, let me know. Send it to, send your idea, your hypotheses to goofonradio@gmail.com. Appreciate that. And, you know, there it is. No dots. You hear? I hear. What's that? All right. What is this? All right. Oh, wrong. Here we go. There it is. One more video. Let's do one more video. This one's, it's UFO lights and orbs. It's UFOs releasing glowing orbs. I don't like these. I think this is, well, I haven't watched this video yet. I do that on purpose, but let's take a look together, shall we? Still have a lot of show to do, but I may have to stop at the normal time. Go. Yesterday, I was contacted by two separate individuals from Western Mass claiming they have new footage of glowing UFOs releasing orbs. These two people sent me their videos to post on my channel. Some of the footage has been removed to protect these witnesses from being seen on camera, as asked. Nice.
What is that? I don't know. There's another one over there. Right there. What are they? Oh, stop, stop, stop. Stop for a sec. Stop. Stop. What are these things? Here comes another one, I'm telling you. And there's one way over there. Where?
Is anybody getting the sense that this is not real?
The UFO. I just saw two others of that.
This is, why does the
other two went away.
I'm not buying it. It looks fake.
They were too far apart from each other.
Also, the pixeling does not match these bright lights. It's, I'm pretty sure it's fake. What is that, the sun? On a foggy day? I mean, come on. No?
Oh,
I see. Yeah, that guy's reaction was pretty legit. He was surprised, actually. Seriously, listen to how he said that.
Oh.
Perfect response. I wonder if he's really seeing it.
Okay.
Let me ask you guys something. We all have cameras, right? Does anybody's look shitty like this, because mine sure doesn't. Even the cheapest mobile phone device you can buy now has 4K or HD. Would be better. I don't understand. Every single time it's a majestic sighting, like shooting out lights from, you know what I mean? It's dropping shit, it's shooting shit, it's multiplying, always blurry, always a FLIR, never high def. Why is that? Why, I ask you? Why? Hey, don't forget to subscribe to GoofOn, all right? All right. Yeah, don't forget that shit. All right, I got to talk about this. The Spooky Hustlers. Have you guys heard about this from Stephen Greenstreet? It's a 3-hour omnibus of his 4-year at New York Post investigation exposing the lies and deception behind the UFO story. It's premiering tomorrow. But he gives us the list of topics he's going to be talking about. The false 2017 New York Times article, UFO whistleblower Elizondo, A-Tip, OSAP, Skinwalker, James Lukatsky, Bigelow, Bass, Senator Harry Reid, Hal Puthoff, Eric Davis, Colm Kelleher, Leslie King, Christopher Mellon, Elizondo's complaint with the Pentagon Inspector General. What a Terry Sherman and Skinwalker, National Institute for Discovery Science, or NIDS. John Alexander, we just saw him. Hunt for the Skinwalker. George Knapp, James Lukatsky's first vision. Skinwalkers at the Pentagon. The Dino Beaver encounter. Juliette Witt's encounters with ghosts and monsters. Testimony from former Skinwalker employees. Drunken faxes about werewolves. Colm Kelleher's Muddy Water, Brandon Fugel, Joseph Smith, Brigham Young and the Mormon Religion, Joe Firmage and his magical flying saucer machines, Kit Green, how and why Brandon Fugel purchased Skinwalker Ranch, the new Skinwalker team. Oh my God, and it goes on, and there's so many. The werewolf in Jay Stratton's backyard, taxpayer money spent on Skinwalker, Jay Stratton and his haunted house, Travis Taylor and his secret double life, the UAP task force, Sean Kirkpatrick, Brennan McKinnon, a 2018 confidential briefing about Skinwalker Ranch at the Senate Armed Services Committee, Fugel's previous Mormon endeavors to find Bigfoot and biblical giant mummies. It's true, did you know Zig Fugel was looking for Bigfoot? He was. He's not denying it. So, confidential UFO records are to be released. Have you heard? No, seriously. We're getting new details. You know what? I'll let the Hill tell you. How about that? I'm going to let the Hill tell you. All right? In 3, 2, schmo.
New details from a small piece of wording in the National Defense Authorization Act that Congress passed last week. Now, this is a small amendment buried in the NDAA's 4,408 pages. But this impact could be massive in terms of public disclosures around UFOs and UAPs. According to this small provision known as the Unidentified Anomalous Phenomena Disclosure Act, the federal government is now required to release publicly some, emphasis on some, records that it has on UFOs and UAPs. But here's where transparency activists are still critical of what this all means. The provision says that the executive branch, the president, that he has up to, or she has up to 25 years to unveil the information. But this is important. The president can decide if the record should remain undisclosed for national security reasons. So what do you think? Does the UFO Disclosure Act go far enough? Let me know in the comments section. And this year, Washington has finally woken up to UFOs and UAPs, and there's been hearings on the Hill and widespread conversation about it. And it's because serious, credible journalists like Garrett Graff, whose geopolitics and national security coverage have earned him a Pulitzer Prize nomination in the past. Well, now he's out with a new best-selling book, UFO: Inside the U.S. Government's Search for Alien Life Here and Out There. He's joining me now. Garrett, congratulations on an incredible book. It's and all of your hard work on and reporting. Is there life out there?
Yes. One of the huge changes that we've seen in the last 25 years in astronomy is the understanding that really the math is on the side of the aliens. That, you know, as late as the 1990s, we didn't realize that there were any planets outside of our own solar system. And now we understand that almost every star across the entire universe probably has stars. And even when you adjust for what's called the Goldilocks zone, sort of the so-called habitable zone of life, that could planets that could sustain life.
Hey! Tell me something I don't know. It's time for the Magic 8-Ball. Tonight we're gonna do it. 3 questions, right? 3 questions. Your questions, and I'm not ready yet, so don't be asking. Your questions have to be of a yes or no nature. So the answers have to be yes or no. It can't be what year did this happen? 1812? No, it's got to be yes or no. So what I'm going to do is energize this thing because it's been sitting a minute. And I want you guys, when I say so, what's this? Hey, Marvelous Marvin, throwing down $5 super dono. Good to see you, man. Thank you for hanging out tonight and supporting the show. It's a dono, if you didn't know. Hey, good to see you, man. I hope you have a great holiday if I don't talk to you again. And Alien Bus. Thank you, Marvelous Marvin and his pistol. And you did it on PayPal too. He did it. Marvelous Marvin did it on PayPal as well. $10 total. Man, thank you so much on the PayPal preferred. Thanks, man. Mucho gusto. Ooh, generoso. Shh. Tender, get tender. Yeah. Thank you, man. Totally got me on that one. And I hope you have a great holiday and all that stuff, man. You and yours. I'm just looking at a message. All right, so the Magic 8-Ball. All right, you ready? Now, the very first question that comes in, starting now, I'm going to take it. Doesn't matter who it is. Starting now. I know I see question out there. It's not going to count, unfortunately. What did I say? I said, when I say so. Sorry, rules are rules. All right, New England Dirt Roadie says, does my neighbor across the hall want to kiss me? This is for New England Dirt Roadie. Let me pull it up. I'm not going to be a dick about it. So, New England Dirt Roadie, question for the 8-Ball. Does my neighbor across the hall want to kiss me? Oh, shit. Sorry. I forgot the music. It matters. Damn it. No. There we go. From New England Dirt Roadie. Does my neighbor across the hall want to kiss me? Kiss me. Hold on, it's stuck on its side. I gotta do it over. Neighbor across the hall want to kiss me. New England Dirt Roadie, New England Dirt Roadie. Okay, here it comes. Outlook. Hold on, I gotta put my glasses on. For some reason, I can't read it. Outlook is good. She does want to kiss you. Next question. Congratulations, bro. Next question. Whoops, let me get rid of that. Yeah, ask the neighbor across the hall. Donovan. Donovan says, will I be able to evacuate? I don't want to waste it on, but I will for tonight. But let's try to be a little more respectful to the 8-ball. That's not real. Unless you're having serious health problems, I will do it for that, Donovan. I'm not going to be a dick about it. All right. Donovan wants to know if he'll be evacuating his poo. Hold on. This is an old, I've had this thing 35, 40 years. It says, Outlook. Outlook, not good. Not good, bro. You're going to be backed up a little bit longer. Last question. Starting now. Big Fat Creep. Here's the last question of the day. Is there a cave? I can tell you, yeah. Magic 8-ball knows for a fact, though, so let's ask. Big Fat Creep wants to know, is there a cave on the moon we don't know about, Magic 8-ball? I'm giving it all my energy. Donovan wants to know if there's a cave on the moon that we don't know about. Oh, we got an answer. It says, I still can't read it. It's it's upside down. My sources say it's moving, bro. It won't work. I gotta redo it. Oh, no wonder why. I put the wrong glasses on. That was the funniest thing ever. Is there a cave on the moon we don't know about, Big Fat Creep? I can't believe I just did that. Is there a cave on the moon we don't know about? Here we go. It is decidedly so. Decidedly, yeah. That's it for the Magic 8-ball. I'm going to have to buy a new 8-ball. This one's seen its last message. Hey, alien girl, look at that. I got to clean that up. I put the 8-ball on top of it. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out tonight. We did it. We made it through, you know, yay. Oh, it is time to go. All right, everybody. We'll be back tomorrow here on Goof On at 7 p.m. Eastern, Thursday night. Don't forget to bring your own beer, popcorn, and friends. I'm Rich Giordano for Goof On. And you've been listening to the craziest of crazy UFO. Nah, that's not true. I lost it. All right, so look, hope you guys have a great night. We'll see you tomorrow. Alien bless. And thank you all for blessing me with your well wishes. I can't be them. Man, you have no idea. Very uplifting. Hey, when one of you gets sick and you're going to be in hospital, we're going to do the same thing for you. We're a family over here. Care what anybody thinks. With that being said, enjoy the night. Have some fun. Feel better. And yeah, alien bless. Take care, everybody.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. God have mercy on your soul.
Warning. Control life. Warning. Warning. Failure. Control life. Warning. Unidentified flying object.